arrival of a baby is often one of the most joyous and memorable events in life for expectant parents. That was the case with Briony and Mike Kerwood. After learning that they were about to have a baby, the couple was over the moon. The first few months of pregnancy went just perfectly. But suddenly everything changed, and overnight, the Kerwood family's life turned into a real nightmare. On the 21st week of her pregnancy, Briony went to the antenatal clinic for a routine checkup. During the ultrasound, they were able to find out the sex of the unborn baby. It turned out that Briony was carrying a girl under her heart. Unfortunately, Mike and Bree's joy quickly gave way to horror and despair. At 30 weeks pregnant, Briony noticed something that made her heart freeze in terror. Briony felt that her baby girl had frozen. The mom-to-be suspected something had gone wrong. Bree and Mike immediately went to the hospital. A frightening diagnosis. The diagnosis was shocking. It turned out to have stopped developing at 22 weeks gestation. According to doctors, this happens extremely rarely. The only chance to save the baby was to deliver it prematurely, so the girl would be able to develop outside the womb. One can only imagine what a shock this news was for the couple. The doctors told me to be ready to give birth either the same day or the next morning. At first I was ecstatic as I found out I was about to see my baby, Briony says. I didn't know anything about preterm birth, since my family had always had preterm 5-pound babies. But then I realized that 30 weeks was too early, and that's when I got scared. Doctors performed an emergency C-section to save the baby. Luckily, the surgery went without any complications and Ava Grace was born. Because the fetus stopped developing at 22 weeks of pregnancy, Ava Grace was born tiny and weighed only 600 grams. The baby did not look like a baby. She looked more like a little doll. Even her ears were not yet fully formed. Although the birth was successful, little Ava's health was still in danger. It's hard to imagine how much Mike and Briony must have worried, but Ava Grace turned out to be a real fighter. Despite the fact that the baby was born with an underdeveloped brain and arrhythmia, she fought tirelessly for the right to live. A few weeks later, her parents were finally able to move Ava home from the hospital. Despite being born a full 10 weeks prematurely, the baby girl is now no different from her peers. Ava is healthy and cheerful, and is learning the world with great enthusiasm. According to her parents, Ava Grace has a delightful personality, and is always ready to show off her big smile. She still has a small problem with her eyesight, but doctors will be able to fix it soon. If you too are pleased with little Ava's story, don't forget to share it with your friends. And let us know what you think about it in the comments to the post. Translated with www.depl.com/translator, free version.